Okay, are you ready to have a little bit of a therapy session to talk about all the things you haven't been able to talk about for a couple of
Yes, and I
years?
feel a little weird that we're talking about it because I've never said some of these words out loud. So this is historic.
Okay, here we go. So first of all, we know some of the origins of this. You obviously sign on. You and Ryan, close collaborators, Atom Project, Free Guy. You're about to meet with Kevin Feige, as I understand it, when Hugh gives you guys a call and says, "After all this time, I've finally decided to do it. I want back in." Here's my question: can you say anything about how far along, like what the pitch was going to be to Feige? Like what was the intent for the Deadpool 3 going to be?
I mean, literally, we had spent at least 3, 4 months, myself and Ryan and Wernick and Reese and Zeb Wells, just brainstorming ideas. And we had ideas that were obviously Wade Wilson centric, that involved the OG characters from the other movies, Dopinder and Blind Allen, all those beloved kind of de facto family members of Wade's, and some kind of various villain ideas and other dimensions and what is Wade going through. And we weren't cracking it. And we had this weekly Zoom for months with Kevin where we would tell him some ideas and he would tell us some ideas. And we just collectively, every week we would hang up that Zoom and feel like, you know what, that idea feels too big to be authentic Deadpool. This idea feels too small to be worthy of this entrance into the MCU. And we weren't cracking it. And our plan, Ryan and I had this big kind of watershed moment where we said to each other, maybe we just got to admit to Kevin, now's not the moment.
Oh wow.
Maybe on this week's Zoom, we just admit and we say, let's come back to this in a year or two. Because we can't do this if we don't have an undeniable idea. And that Zoom was going to happen. I think Hugh Jackman knows the date. I want to say like August 12th, 2022. And on that morning, Hugh called and said, I don't know if you're shooting yet. I don't know if you're writing, but I want in. And so when we did that Zoom with Kevin, he was like, okay, what do we got? We said, well, we got an interesting phone call, and everything changed on a dime. The movie instantly had its why.